Alright, I'm just gonna start off by saying this video might either get you hyped or bored out of your mind. Just giving you a heads up, it's gonna be a lot of me talking, but I promise it'll all make sense, or at least I hope it does. You know what this video is about, right? I bet you clicked it because of the thumbnail. If you did, then yep, you're right. It's about Heian Sukuna, or the Megumi concept. I put a lot of work into this, so if you stick around and watch the whole thing, I won't feel bad about wasting your time with some random nonsense. That fair? Cool. Now before we dive in, I'm going to announce the winner of the last giveaway. Here you go. Congrats to the winner. And don't worry, I still need to pick another one, but we'll save that for later in the video. And hey, if you want another giveaway, hit me with 1,000 likes again before the next video, and you know the drill, someone's gonna win a Game Pass. But make sure you watch the whole video or you won't be eligible for the giveaway. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to stay in the loop. Alright, with that out of the way, let's get started. So what's the point of this video, and why am I pushing for this to be added to the game? Well, the obvious answer is that I'd absolutely love to see JJS adapt this version of Sukuna. With the game's proven quality and creativity, especially in the hands of you-know-who, shout out to the creator, I'm confident they could deliver the most unique and insane take on this character. If you stick around and watch the whole video, you'll see just how deep this idea goes. In my opinion, there are two solid ways to add this character to the game. First, they could create a standalone character, Heian Sukuna, with his own unique moveset. Players could unlock him through something like a special quest, or by reaching a total kill count, something along those lines. I feel like that approach makes more sense than reworking the current vessel character just to squeeze Heian Sukuna into it. Unless there's a plan to create a completely separate Yuji character and fully split him from Sukuna. But honestly, that feels way more complicated than it's worth. So I've been thinking about how the game could adapt this character, and honestly, I came up with an idea I think works really well. I even dropped the suggestion in the JJS Discord server. I'll link the thread in the description if you want to check it out. Feel free to react to it if you're into the idea. No pressure though, only if you think it's worth a shot. So the second way, probably the best way, you guys probably know what I'm gonna say.
What?
Yep, through Megumi. I know, some of you might be thinking, Megumi's already OP, he's got too much going on. But hear me out, if you think he's overpowered, you're kind of missing the point. It might look like that, but if you've been playing this game long enough, you know he's not as OP as he seems. And don't worry, we're not just gonna drop Sukuna in there without making some adjustments. There'll definitely be a little revamp to keep things balanced. And let's talk about it. First, Megumi's awakening. So we're shuffling around some of his moves here. One will become a variant of another, and one might get removed or adjusted. Now we already have 4 ultimate moves for Megumi, so we need to free up some space. First off, Great Serpent is now going to be a variant of Max Elephant. Next, I think this is a nice bonus to really define Megumi as a character. Chimera Shadow Garden will become a main move, and Shadow Swarm will be the variant. Now as for Mahoraga, we might remove him, but honestly, I know the effort they put in, and even though he's not super useful, he's fun to use. So let's try to keep him. With all these changes, we'll free up a slot for a brand new move. And yeah, that's where the new character comes in. This is where the awakening happens. Alright, now let's dive into the 4 new moves for Heian Sukuna. I'll break each one down for you and explain how they work. Skill 1, Piercing Ox. Skill 2, Madoka Deer. Variant, Kamotoki. Skill 3, Full Totality. Skill 4, Incomplete Shrine. I think this is a pretty solid set of moves for Sukuna. And what's really cool is that we finally complete the whole 10 Shadows thing. I mean, let's be real. It's not really 10 Shadows if we're still missing some of the Shikigami for the name, right? Anyway, let's jump into the first move. Now, I wish I could bring this to life with some cool animations, but I'm no animator, so we'll have to work with what we've got. Anyway, Pierce Ox is a powerful dash move where it charges straight at the target, ragdolling them on impact. I mean, this presentation totally sucks, I know, but you guys get the idea, eh? Next up, we've got Madoka Deer. This one's pretty simple too. It gives Sukuna healing and immunity to all skills except M1 for 6 seconds. Now, if you're wondering where this idea came from, I actually pulled it from the JJS wiki. It's manga accurate, by the way. Here's the thing though, it's kind of tricky to imagine how this could fit into the game visually. So instead of a full-on deer, it could work more like an aura effect, kind of like how the soda thing works. But honestly, that's up to Z to decide. The main focus here is on the skills effect. So skill 2 comes with a variant, the Kamotoki. This move lets the user wield a cursed tool that fires off some devastating lightning bolts. It's a solid addition and definitely packs a punch. That image below is the manga version of it. Looks sick. Now, for the third move, full totality. Oh man, this one's a bit tricky to explain, but I'll do my best. So this move summons Agato and Mahoraga, kind of like how Divine Dogs work, but with way more damage and some upgraded VFX. Here's how it plays out. They alternate their attacks with each click, getting stronger and dealing more damage the longer they stay active. The animations can even change depending on how many times you use them. And hey, if the creator wants to add some extra flair, like bonus skills for certain attacks, that's totally up to them. But the core idea is that they alternate attacks just like Divine Dogs. Oh, and one more thing, it cancels if the user gets ragdolled. So keep that in mind. Bro, just imagine having these two in the game. It'd be like a whole new world, heaven and earth kind of experience. It'd be wild. And finally, we've got the domain expansion, Malevolent Shrine, but this time it's the incomplete version. I'm not exactly sure what to call it, but it's that look from the image on screen. Honestly, I didn't plan on adding this when I first came up with the concept, but you can't have Sukuna without a domain expansion, in my opinion. So yeah, I'm calling it the Incomplete Shrine. The effect is pretty much the same as the original, but this time there's no barrier. Now don't get me wrong, it's not like it's gonna hit the whole map, just a reasonable AoE radius. Nothing crazy, just enough to pack a punch. Alright, now let's talk about the dash mechanics. In this mode, it gives the user a passive slash effect, kind of like Mojitos. So when you do the front dash, it automatically grabs the opponent and cleaves through them. And for the back dash, it's got this dismantle move, similar to the one you see in the video as a reference. Pretty sick. Next up, let's talk about the special. Now this one's a bit tricky. Honestly, I just realized that it wouldn't feel right for Heian Sukuna to not have a world-cutting slash. It's not as complicated as the Vessel WCS, but it's also not as simple as just pressing a button like Mahoraga. Think of it like the earthquake move. There's some timing involved, kind of like a precision strike. And here's the catch. You can only use this once per awakening, so you gotta really think about when to pull the trigger. Use it wisely or it'll be a wasted opportunity. And now the question is, how long does this last and how does it end? Well, like most awakenings in the game, it's got its limits, and it'll eventually run out. For this one, I'd say 20 seconds is good. Once that time's up, though, the user just completely melts down and dies. So you gotta make those 20 seconds count. And that's pretty much it for my concept. I hope I explained everything clearly enough for you guys to get the idea. I know I might sound a bit pushy, especially since I have no clue how tough it is to develop a character like this. But hey, it's just a suggestion. I've seen other games with Heian Sukuna, and I've played them, but none of them really hit the spot for me, you know? I'm just craving something more. Like I mentioned earlier, I posted this suggestion in the JJS Discord. If you're feeling it, there's a link in the description. Feel free to drop a star if you're in favor. Who knows? Maybe we'll catch TZE's attention. I'm usually pretty skeptical, but maybe with your help, we can make this happen. Anyway, before I officially end this video, I'll slide the Game Pass to the second winner. There you go. And guys, make sure to keep showing your support so we can keep this giveaway train going. Let's hit that 1,000 like goal before my next video, and I'll drop another 2 Game Passes in the next giveaway. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join my Discord to stay updated. Hope you all enjoy. Peace out.